What's up, Jigster crew and all my fellow Dyna bros? Welcome back to another video. So last week I told you guys I had something very important to tell you guys this week. So I hope you guys are ready to find out what I have to tell you. And we'll get to that news right after this intro. Alright guys, so I'm pretty sure you guys are pretty eager to figure out what the big news is. Well, we'll start from the very beginning. So, I'm pretty sure most of you guys have been around long enough to know what has gone on. We did lose my dad in August to cancer, and that did mess with me a lot. But because of that, I have slowly been falling into a depression, and I've been using YouTube for a way to pull me out of that, and it's been working so far. Originally, when I started the channel, I did tell myself at 2 years, if I wasn't close to monetization, I would have to figure out something else. And we will be hitting 2 years on the 28th, which is also a big date too. So with that, a few weeks ago, me and my fiance went to Disneyland, and while we were at Disneyland, I kept having this feeling that, like, we were happy. I was truly happy at Disneyland, no worries. And I don't know, that trip changed my whole mindset for a lot of things. I was at my job at O'Reilly's for 3 years. I loved my job, but it's beginning to the point where I'm doing the same thing over and over again. I'm getting shitty pay. Some of us are being overworked. We're doing multiple jobs for low pay. And I just was not happy. So originally I was just going to leave my job and find a new job. One day though, me and my fiance went out for breakfast, and I just happened to remember UTI. Which, if some of you guys don't know, UTI is like a school that teaches you like mechanics, diesel mechanics, welding, stuff like that. So originally I wanted a while back, probably 2-3 years ago, I originally wanted to go to UTI to become a master like car mechanic, and I would help my dad run his shop. Well, you know, the shop's no longer around. And I honestly, I don't really have an enjoyment of cars all that much. I like cars, just not really all that much anymore. Ever since I got the Dyna, my whole opinion on motorcycles has slightly changed. I do enjoy sport bikes, but I do think Harley is the way I should have always went. I just like Harleys. I've always liked Harleys as a kid, but my dad was a sport bike rider, so I got into sport bikes. It was just the whole thing. So, I want to say 3 weeks ago, we went to breakfast, and I applied to MMI. If you guys don't know what MMI also is, it is like the sister school to UTI, but they only focus on motorcycles. I applied to that. Not even a few hours later, a counselor called me, he spoke to me, we talked all about it, and I started the enrollment process. I kind of was like, I don't really think I'm going to get into this. I may not be a good fit. But it turns out they want me. I got approved to go to MMI. So on May 28th, me and my fiance will be moving to Phoenix, Arizona, because MMI only has 2 locations in the country, Phoenix and Orlando, Florida. I was not going to Orlando. Not happening. And you know, Phoenix is only 6 hours away from here. My mom lives 2 hours away from Phoenix in Tucson, Arizona. So Phoenix was just a better choice. It's easier for my family. It definitely would be easier for my fiance's family. It's just easier all in general. So yeah, I will be going to MMI, and my classes start June 13th. So I have about a month before I go to school. I am stoked and somewhat nervous at the same time. I'm not a big school person. I don't like reading and all that stuff. So when I was talking to the counselor, I was telling him that, and he was telling me, you know, like, UTI is pretty much a hands-on. It's all hands-on. I would be learning everything. I don't really have to worry about reading books. So the program is going to be 42 weeks. The first 24 weeks is just going to be motorcycle basics. You know, how to do certain basic stuff, change oil, change spark plugs, all that basic stuff that you can do on any bike. But then after that, they do team up with, you know, brands like Suzuki, Yamaha, Harley, Honda, all those brands, and you can go into those separate classes. I, of course, chose to go into the Harley classes. So I will go into the Harley classes for another 24 weeks, and then I will learn everything about the Harleys, how to rebuild the rims, how to redo forks, rebuild the motors, how to rebuild the transmissions, the stages, how to do stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, stage 4. On top of that, I can also take extracurricular classes, I guess you could say. So when I leave, if I don't take those extra classes, I can leave with just, you know, a certificate of saying I mastered my Harley certificate, blah, blah, blah. If I take the extra stuff, I could get my PhD in motorcycle mechanics. And then they said on top of that, I could do even extra stuff, which then would mean when I leave there, I will leave with the title of Harley Master Mechanic. So there's that. And then, so the program technically would give me about a year of work experience. They would consider it work experience too. On top of that, when I finish, I can go to pretty much any Harley dealership in the country I choose. But of course, I will come back to Oxnard, probably the Ventura Harley dealership or Simi Valley Harley, whichever one. And then on top of that, I did just put the payment down for an apartment. Me and my fiance found a furnished apartment, so we don't have to worry about taking all our shit. But I'm pretty sure you guys are probably asking the big question right now. What is going to happen to the channel? Well, the channel will continue. So my fiance will be driving her car out there. We're going to take 2 trips. On the 28th, we're supposed to go out there and get the keys to the apartment. So on that trip, we're going to take our clothes and whatever we can fit in the car. Then we're going to come back that same week and pack the rest of our stuff and bring our cat. But on that trip, I will be riding the Dyna all the way to Phoenix. Because I don't really want to have 2 cars out there. I own the RS and I'm making payments on the Dyna, so to me it seems kind of stupid to have the Dyna sit in the garage for 10 months while I'm making payments on it when I own my car. But yeah, so the YouTube videos will continue out there. I don't know if I'll still do every Thursday, but I will continue making YouTube content. The other thing is I am leaning towards a whole new branding, considering the fact that I do ride a Dyna and I am going towards Harleys. I do think the Mr. Jigster name has played its course. I don't think it fits me anymore. As of now, I do have an idea for the name change, and the content will probably change too. Yes, we will still make these videos, the motovlogging, but I think on top of it, we are also going to do videos of me fixing bikes at work. Me and my uncle / brother-in-law will be starting back up my dad's shop, so we will be running that. So the channel may change to that shop name. I have said the shop name before in a video, but as of right now, I don't know if that's where the names are going to change, but I am leaning away from Mr. Jigster. So for me, this is just one of those, like, it was a very emotional / impulse choice. Like I said, I have been I'm gonna be straight up. I have been fucking miserable at work. I go to work every day. I'm fucking unhappy. I don't want to be there. Like, I'm just unhappy. And it's not like I'm unhappy with my coworkers. My coworker or my manager, they're all like the coolest people ever, the most understanding people. But it's just, I'm gonna be fucking 29 in September, and I can't work at O'Reilly's for the rest of my life. That's not a career, that's a job. On top of that, my fiance now, I believe it's time for us to get married. She really wants a kid, and I just don't think O'Reilly's is the place for me for that. And considering the fact that I love motorcycles now. Like, I mean, I love motorcycles, but I love motorcycles, and I want my life to be about motorcycle. So I personally believe this is the best choice for me. But there are downsides. You know, it does suck that we're going to be away for 10 months. My family, I'm used to it. My family has done stuff like that before. But my fiance's never been away from her family that long. So I know it's going to be hard for them. But with that being said, guys, I just need to let you guys know what's going down. You guys are a big inspiration to me, guys. You know, it makes me feel good knowing not only do I have my family, my fiance, my friends' support, but I have all your guys' support. People I've never met in real life. You guys are the most supportive people I have met. Knowing that you guys are going to support this, it makes me feel a lot better about this choice too. With all that being said, this is going to be the end of this video. If you guys enjoy all the videos and you guys support the channel, man, hit that like button. This decision could not have been made without you guys. But I'll see you all next week with another video. Alright, peace.